Hello, I'm Ben. Welcome back to Andertons TV. This is Acoustic Paradiso, and this is either the first or second of our videos of acoustics that are around about £300. We're going to start with the large bodies here. We're going to do a small body video as well. It may have already come out, I don't know. Check the links below, because then you'll find out there'll be a link somewhere you can click, or you can like and subscribe, and then you'll find out when it comes out next time, so it's good. All right, so Christmas is coming, the geese are getting fat, and some people might be thinking about buying a new acoustic guitar, which would be, you know, it's a great time to buy a new acoustic guitar. These are just some of the range that we have. These are all kind of around about £300, and I'm starting here with the cheapest at the moment, which is the Alvarez AD30CE. These are all, as obviously, kind of dreadnought size models, basically. So this is the CE, as usual, stands for Cutaway and Electrics. This has got the Alvarez pickup system in here, which is pretty cool. It's a spruce top with mahogany back and sides, and the retail price on this at the moment, it's on a clearance deal, is $269. It's normally $299, so you get 30 quid off, which is a great deal, I would say. It's a really nice, I mean, I've played a lot of Alvarez's over the last couple of years, and I'm always impressed by the setup and the sound of them. And this one is no different, really. It's got some nice kind of abalone, or abalone, I never know how to pronounce it, inlays around the rosette there. The binding's nice. It's got the Alvarez bridge, which has got this kind of angled thing. All the specs for these guitars are down below, so you can always go and click on them if you want more details about any particular model. But in terms of playability, it's got a very comfortable kind of rounded neck. It's a reasonably wide nut, so it's fine for kind of your finger pickers. But it's a great strummer. It's got lots of low ends, which is nice, and it's something that you don't always find on the kind of more budget conscious guitars, shall we say. But this one is nice and full. At quiet volumes as well as loud, it doesn't suffer too badly from the kind of over compression that we've talked about before on some videos that can plague some kind of lower end guitars. But this one is, it sounds great. Super loud as well, which is what you want from a dreadnought, right? It's so it's good. It's a nice one. That's the Alvarez, the AD30CE, $269. Really good price for that. Obviously, we've got the microphone here. I'm plugging in as well. We're going to annotate it on the video so you know what you're listening to, whether it's the pickup or the microphone. But I'm generally, in the room, all I can hear is the guitars themselves. I can't hear the pickup systems, so you know what I'm listening to. It's worth mentioning the system on here because it's got a great tuner, which is really useful, and it's got a 4-band EQ. You've got treble, middle, bass, and presence, and a volume knob. So there we go. Super easy and easy to use on stage, which is great. Moving on. All right, so this is the Sigma DM15. It's the only all mahogany one that we've got here today. So mahogany top, mahogany back, mahogany sides, mahogany neck, it's all mahogany. It's a Dreadnought again. This is also the only one that we've got without a pickup. So this is purely acoustic. It sounds lovely though. Mahogany guitars are, they have, you know, the mahogany top guitars have got their own kind of tonal sound, which to me, I always think of kind of warmth. They can occasionally be lacking in a bit of top end when you compare them to spruce and stuff with the tops. But this is a kind of nice, like homely sounding, if that is, that's not really a great description, is it? But trying to describe tones is always hard. It's a warm sound. It doesn't kind of cut the same way that a spruce one does. But for a rhythm guitar particularly, put it back to standard tuning there, it's a great strummer. So for stuff like this, where it'll do that all day, which is really, really nice. Retail on this is $279. As I say, it's the only one without a pickup. If you like mahogany body, mahogany top Dreadnoughts, this could well be a good thing. And if you've only got spruce or cedar top guitars, then having a mahogany guitar in your cabinet gives you another whole range of tonal options. Yeah, so it's good. And you know, Sigma build quality. So I mean, Sigma stuff is always nice. With all of these, again, click the link below. There's going to be all the full specs with all the construction details and everything. But for now, we just wanted to give you a quick overview of some of the guitars we've got for around £300. So this is it. This is the Sigma 279, all mahogany. If you're looking for an all mahogany Dreadnought, you could do a lot worse, that's for sure. So next up, we've got the Epiphone Dove. The Epiphone Dove in violin burst with a Fishman Sonicor pickup. This has got different construction to the other guitars as well, because this has got a spruce top, but it's maple back and sides, which is kind of tonally the opposite end of the spectrum to the mahogany, I would say. Maple bodied acoustics tend to be quite bright, quite loud, and they can sound a bit brash. Earlier on, when I was talking about the Alvarez, I mentioned the fact that when we've done acoustic videos before, me and Pete have spoken about how on some more budget guitars, you run into the problem of the kind of over compression type of sound. And I have to say this one suffers from that pretty badly, in my opinion. For a big guitar, it doesn't have an awful lot of low end, and it doesn't have an awful lot of dynamic range. But that's what we're really talking about. The dynamic range is the difference in, you know, quiet playing to very loud playing. And on some guitars, and I have a feeling the construction coupled with the wood choice on this means that, you know, you're starting from a trickier place, because the maple bodies guitars that I have played, and I love a lot of maple body guitars, but they have generally been, you know, it would be the Gibson Dove rather than the Epiphone Dove, because I think the maple can be a little harder to get the best out of it when you're using it to build a guitar. But having said that, it's a very comfortable guitar to play. It looks cool. But if you've always wanted a Gibson Dove, keep saving, I would say. But these are, you know, they will suit some people, but it's not my thing, I've got to be honest. Okay, I'm going to move on to the Fender Redondo. All right, the Fender Redondo from the California series. So this is the Redondo player, I believe, available in a multitude of exciting Fender-ish colours. So this is it. It's £319. It's got a spruce top and a mahogany back and sides. Mahogany neck, kind of dark mahogany neck. I think there's a walnut fingerboard on this. I like the matching headstock. Fender acoustics always make me think of Buck Owens. If you've ever seen any episodes of the Buck Owens show on YouTube, he played a Fender for a while before he switched. But if you've not seen Buck Owens, then you definitely need to go and check out the Buck Owens show as well if you're anything into country guitar at all. But yeah, so this has got a Fishman pickup system with a built-in tuner. It plays very nicely. It's got a kind of Fender. The Fender acoustics all have a neck which unsurprisingly reminds me of Fender electrics. So it's a very comfortable neck if you're coming to it as an electric player. The pickup system is nice. I'm afraid it does suffer from that kind of lack of dynamic range a little bit, like I was talking about with the Dove. It's not as extreme as the Dove, but it does, for a guitar this size, I expect more low end basically, and it's just not there. But it is blue, so you know, that's nice, and it comes in a variety of different colours. Yeah, if this is your thing, it's definitely going to be your thing. I like the look of it, and I like to play it. I just wish it had just a bit more when it came to the sound, you know. But that's okay. That's all right. Let's move on to the Larry Carlton Sire, which is the same price as this. All right. Right, the Sire, Larry Carlton. Now there's a couple of Larry Carlton Sire models. This one is the A3D5NT. Catchy, huh? Again, it's got a roasted spruce top this time actually, and mahogany back and sides, mahogany neck. We've done a video on these before actually, and there's a link below in the description, as there is for all these guitars, but there'll be a link to the video we've done on these before. This guitar sounds a lot more kind of hi-fi, I think would be the term I would use for it. The high end particularly, and the low end actually, are very kind of pronounced, and they sound really nice. It has got a reasonable dynamic range. It's quite big, although I find if you hit it really hard, it does kind of top out a bit there. But it's a great, hold on, let me put it back to standard tuning. Just for your big kind of cowboy chords. Sounds great. Sounds like a dreadnought, which is lovely, really. It's $319, so it's the same price as the Fender Redondo, and I know where I would be spending my money. Although you know it's not blue, so that's something. The binding's really nice. I really like the kind of herringbone pattern. It's cool. It's got the Sire pickup system, so there's no tuner on this one, but it has got these kind of soft knobs on the end, which I think do volume, bass and treble, I guess. Nice tuners. It's a nice sounding guitar. So there you go. These are 5 of the guitars we have for around about £300. There's a kind of, as you've seen, there's a fairly wide range here, considering they're all roughly the same shape. If it was my money, I would definitely be going for either the Alvarez or the Sire, and I would think I would probably plump for the Alvarez, which is the cheapest of the lot. So there you go. Of course, it's up to you. Let me know in the comments which ones you prefer. And there's links to all of these guitars below, and they will take you through to other videos we may have done and all the full specs and all that kind of thing. I'm going to play out on the Sire for now, and then after I've done my little play out, you're going to hear all of these guitars that have pickups. We'll play you little clips of how they sound with the pickups. So that's everything except the Sigma, because that is the only one that doesn't have a pickup. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. I've been Ben, it's been Acoustic Paradiso, and it's been a pleasure. We'll see you next week. All right.